off your shoes. Hi, I'm Sarah from House Made of Marital Glue, and today my husband and I are going to be showing you around our house. It's kind of going to be a Christmas tour slash post-renovation tour, since we haven't shown anything since the renovation. We started the renovation in May, right after we moved in, and it ended about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. So it's late December right now, so we've had about a month and a half to kind of make it look a little prettier, but we're excited to show you what we've done so far, as well as show all the things and talk about all the things that we plan on doing. So let's start in the entryway. So if you want to come around here, and I will show you the entryway. So when we first bought the house opened right up into a big living room. It's about 20 feet long, maybe even longer. And before, this space was not here. It was just a floor that led into the kitchen. And we removed the old stairs and we added in stairs here because this makes a lot more sense and it allowed for a much bigger open layout. So we removed that doorway to the kitchen and we added in like a U-shaped stairway. So far, it's pretty much done. We're just going to add some scrap carpeting for now until we finish the basement. But one of my favorite features of the house, don't mind the ugly rug we're going to replace, but we got a really good deal on Carrara marble tile. So we're in love with that. We're excited to add some Carrara into the bathroom as well when we redo that. But if you look down again, you can also see we have wood floors that were under our carpet. They're definitely not in beautiful shape right now, but they're in good enough shape to refinish them down the line. So we're really excited about that. And we also have, when you walk in, we got to keep this little entry closet, which we were excited about because we thought maybe when we redo the stairs we wouldn't be able to keep it, but we're really excited to have that. And so let's look at the other part of the entryway. So I call this an entryway even though it's not a separate room, but we've kind of separated the room into two different areas so that we can have kind of like an actual entryway. So we have this little IKEA unit that we can put keys on and stuff, and we have a chair to put on shoes. And then right now we're using this bookshelf I made with my dad. That's really special to me. We're using this here, but eventually we want to put like some kind of storage unit and then some shelves that I can decorate throughout the year. And we still aren't quite sure what we want to do with this huge empty wall above the stairs, but we're excited to figure that out eventually. So now let's go to the living room. Okay, so now we're in the living room. Over there where we just were was the entryway, if you want to just look over there to get a viewpoint of where we are now. And this is the living room, even though it's the same room, but this is the actual living space. One of the features that sold us on this house was this huge picture window. We have no neighbors across the street, so it's really nice. So it's actually like a pretty view of a lake slash pond. Really all we've done in this room for the most part, besides what I'll get to in the stairs, is just paint and add recessed lighting. So if you want to look at that, this room did get a lot of light because of the window, but at night it was really dark without any overhead lighting, so we're really excited about that. We got this sectional couch from IKEA, which we are over the moon excited about. It's really awesome. It fits perfectly in here. And another favorite feature of our house is this cove ceiling. That's original. Every house on our block pretty much has that, and I just love how a really pretty small house has some really cute features. If you want to swing around over here, eventually I'll take you over to what we call like the bedroom bathroom wing, but right now we're going to flip around and look at the dining room. So when we first built this house or bought this house, this wall was closed. This was a wall all the way down. There was no formal dining room. This was technically a bedroom because it had two closets and doors that separated it from the rest of the house. It was being used as a dining room, but it was really closed off, and there was no like open layout at all to this house because the kitchen was closed off, the dining room was closed off, and the living room was closed off. So by moving the stairs over here, we got to open up this space, and we removed this wall and closed in all the doorways that there were. So if you want to come in here, this right here used to be a wall, and around the corner was where the stairs used to be. So by getting rid of the stairs, we really got to open this up. This is a really good sized dining room. Our table is a decent size. We could fit an even bigger table in here. And by removing the stairs, we got to have this place to do a built-in buffet, which is seriously probably one of my favorite things of the whole house, with the butcher block. And it was pretty affordable because we painted all the cabinets and everything. From this perspective, this used to be a closet right here. We closed that in. We're gonna add that back into the bathroom eventually. And there was a doorway right behind the Christmas tree here that led to the bedroom wing. And then this was all closed. And then we added recessed lights in here, and we're still trying to figure out a cute chandelier to put in here because we're really picky about lights, I guess. If you flip around, now this is how we get to the kitchen. Okay, so this used to be a wall all the way down. We had stairs behind it, and then we had a doorway right here that led to the kitchen. Now this is all open, so we have a semi-open kitchen dining room. It's still a wall between, but there's no doors. We have the back door here to the backyard. Haven't done anything with that. And this is the only place in the whole house besides the bathroom where we're gonna have separate flooring, because they did put laminate flooring in here, and it would be a tremendous amount of work to rip that up and replace with hardwood, so we're just gonna leave it. But let's come on into the kitchen. So the kitchen was the first project we tackled. There were 2 layers of really cool yet really ugly wallpaper in here that we tore up. We have plaster walls in the whole house, so it was kind of a nightmare trying to get them back to be smooth after we ripped off all the wallpaper because it left tons of holes. But we did it, we managed. And before, the cabinets stopped right here. There were no other cabinets here. This was supposed to be an eating area, but it's super tiny. I don't know how anybody would fit a table in here. So we added the dishwasher and bought, just from Menards, an extra cabinet, and it actually looks, you can't even tell that we added it. It looks pretty good compared to the original cabinets. I love open shelving in a kitchen, so we got to add that. I think it's super cute. I love it. I love that that's the first thing you see when you come in from the dining room. And then for the rest of the cabinets, they're solid wood, so they were in pretty good shape besides being like full of 60 years of grease and nastiness, but we cleaned them, painted them for the most part, and added new hardware that I think is really cute. They're just simple, but I love that they go all the way to the ceiling, and they have the pretty crown molding and the cute little details. We like to think our house is kind of like a cottagey feel, so this kitchen was perfect for that. We replaced the countertops we just used for mica. We didn't want to overprice our house. This isn't a super expensive area, but I don't know, if granite's ever on sale, maybe we'll replace that one day. We added a black granite sink, new faucet, and then over here, there was no cabinet here, so we added that in. Eventually, we're going to replace these 2 appliances to make them stainless steel as well. And right now, all we have is this little white microwave. We're planning on somehow adding in a overhead microwave one day, but for now, that's what we have. We have our big chalkboard in here that I love to decorate for the seasons and the month, so that's really exciting. And we actually do have a really decent amount of storage for a not super huge kitchen. We have a big, really deep pantry cabinet. I don't know. Let's look at it from this perspective. And we have this huge mirror, or not mirror, window that lets in a ton of light in here too. And this is actually kind of like a wide galley. So for a galley kitchen, I would say it has a ton of storage and it's very workable. And we're really happy with it. So now let's go to the bedroom wing. Okay, we're back in the living room. I just want to take you into the bedroom / bathroom wing of the house. Not really a wing, it's a tiny house, but that area. So you come on in here, and we have this little hallway with 4 doors in it. If you want to flip around, right now we just have a cheap mirror here, but eventually we're going to put a full-size mirror here so that, I don't know, so that we can look at ourselves in the morning and figure out what outfits to wear. Okay, so this is the only bathroom currently in the house. It's a full bath. It's pretty small, but it's just enough space for what we need it for. All we've done is replace the super nasty vanity that was in here, which was probably original to the house. And it's a little bigger, and we've added like a new toilet newspaper holder and stuff like that, but nothing major. We do have plans to, I would say, renovate this room, because this little corner here, if you turn over this way, used to be the closet that was in the dining room bedroom, but right now it's just kind of like a hollow space. It's all closed in. So we're going to take this area eventually and add it to the bathroom and add a bigger vanity and stuff. And then get rid of all the old tile everywhere, and probably add beadboard or something cute. But for now, we haven't even painted or anything in here. That's still in the works. Okay, if you come over this way, we have a linen closet. It's a good amount of storage for a small house. And then here is the back of the house. This is the back bedroom, the second bedroom. It's definitely nothing that's in here right now is going to be staying in here. This will eventually be a nursery when that time comes, but for now it's just kind of like a catch-all room. And Sam has his closet in here because we don't have a big enough closet in our bedroom, but we will be addressing that as well. So let's go into the master bedroom, which is the final room of the house that we're going to show you, and you'll get to meet little Clemmy Lou. Hi, Peanut. You say hi? Okay. Okay, so you come on in. This is our master bedroom. It's a decent size, just big enough for what we need it for. We have done nothing in this room either except put some paint samples on the walls. Probably like 5 months ago. We still don't know what color we for sure want it. If you look down, we have carpet in here in this whole bedroom wing of the house, but we're going to rip that up, and there's hardwood underneath that too. So this whole floor will be refinished at some point when we figure out exactly what we want to do. There's only one small closet in here. This is my closet for now. But what we're planning on doing is buying 2 big IKEA Pax closet systems that we will be putting on this wall to add a ton more storage to this room. It has corner windows, pretty bare right now, but we've been really focusing on the stuff in the rest of the house, the renovation. A couple other things we're planning on doing probably soon is painting all the woodwork in this whole house. I don't know how it looks on camera, but this wood is really beaten up, and I mean, it's 60 years old. We're thinking about replacing all the doors to not have hollow doors. But we're going to paint all the woodwork white. Right now, some of the woodwork is primed white from when we replaced it, but that's going to be one of our projects. All the windows, every piece of wood will be white because it's in pretty bad shape, and that'll just brighten things up. So let's head back to the front door. So once again, this is the little hallway. You walk into the living room, and then we have the dining room and kitchen over there, and front door over here. I hope you enjoyed our tour. We're super excited to show all the other improvements we're going to be doing along the way, and we hope you keep stopping by. Have a wonderful day.